Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruise Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. Oh my goodness gracious, I feel like I have energy for a stream for once in my life. It is April 24th, 2025, my second stream ever since I've come back from vacation from pretty much all of April. And I want to yap today, so we're playing Lost Friends of Legend, and I kinda just want to autopilot a run or two. Now, we are playing, you know, with the newest updates out. I mean, the Koichi is out officially on the main branch, and Alice has now started to be in teased and everything like that or so, when it comes to it for the future. But, you know, she's kind of in, I say kind of, but she's still a work in progress when it comes to it at the moment here, so we'll see how she comes along to it. But for now, I want to autopilot, so we're playing Reimu probably today, and I've got a lot of anecdotes and everything to talk about when it comes to it. But, as always, if we're doing Lost Friends of Legend, I need to change my colors. I did one small stream 2 days ago of me playing Misty as Izakaya, but I had no energy at the time, so, yeah. So we're resetting that a little bit here, so let's get my Sekibanchi setup going. But let's tune it a little bit to be Reimu in that case. But I hope everybody is doing very well, as much as they can be. Hopefully it's been good when it comes to it overall, everybody. Because quite frankly, I'm just quite frankly happy to be back streaming and everything again. It's just, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment process for finding my own comfort level overall. Because quite frankly, it has been an absolute chore trying to get my energy, quite frankly, all the way back when it comes to it. And also for the fact of, well, I've been kind of out of the game for a good little bit now, haven't I? So it's gonna be adjusting back to what I consider is a healthy enough energy level and all. Alright, what, save this real quick. Is Reimu Hakure. There we go. Calvin, happy, hope you're all doing well. Even since I know the music is good and everything was. I mean, there's only so many guy characters, and by that I mean we have like Renosuke really as the only named guy. I mean, you have Genji the Turtle, but that's, you know, it's not really pushing the line too much. But alright. Let's autopilot some L7 runs, and let's talk about where I've been. And also what's been going on when it comes to it. So, right, frankly, there's been a lot that's been going on here. Permanent border is wonderful. Because that's just free damage to push at the beginning. And we will push absolutely for an elite or so as fast as we can. There was a guy. We have one guy in the series. Kinosuke Morichika, owner of Tutorindo. And with the ability to discern what an item's purpose is upon touching it. Or, I think, seeing it, touching it or so. He's always been present, just about. It's not like he's not been part of the series, or rather, like, you know, he kind of holds that moniker as, like, one of the few guys. There's, like, a few, like, NPC-ish guys, otherwise, I guess, when it comes to. But it's not like they're really necessarily, like, big names or so. The only other guy is, like, the one Cloud, I can't remember his name, and then Genji the Turtle. When it comes to it. So, yeah, it's not like it's only girls in the series, like Kanto or like any other comparable series or so. There are guys. I could have pushed for damage and gotten the kill instead of 3, but whatever. No big deal. I say I'm gonna lose to 8 HP in the future then. I mean, I'm Red Reimu. I can deal with that little bit of a loss or anything like that, or so it's no big deal. We'll purify the land. Yes, please. Sardinia Mooncake early. That is actually so wonderful, and I could even purify the land that. Oh, that is actually so beautiful. Alright, get rid of some fluff to start then. Start with the biggest one in the back. But yeah, like, I was away for all of May. All of April just about, just due to my Japan trip with my family or so. Lots of fun there, lots of memories. Stan, I'd love to share a lot of pictures and everything that I can, if possible, from my trip and all. But unfortunately, as much as I've taken selfies, I have my family featured on a lot of the shots. And due to that, just on its own, I would rather not share it out on the internet. Just in any capacity, because I want to respect my own family's privacy, so instead, this is exactly it. I just want to be able to talk. Hello. New Reimu card. Gain 5 Divine Favor. Divine Favor counts as firepower and spirit, and wears off whenever a card is played, a spell card is activated. At the start of Reimu's second turn, after summon Tate Minakata was played, gain 4 firepower and spirit. Also, that's new on how the upgraded thing works.
My heart
Very
is singing.
Interesting. Spartan 18010, I know who you are, but thank you for joining on. Welcome over the cruise ship tonight. That's a new card. I like the idea, because it's kind of like Toyshi's Feud State, to where you get benefits for the first 5 cards played, but also 2 permanent borders immediately would be really stupidly good. Same with Evil Sealing Circle, because that's AoE, which I'm lacking, but also 2 permanent borders is really funny. And then I'm gonna go against the 3 Fairies of Light, exactly so. Well, here we go, always punish then. Alright, can I push and kill any of them right now? I want to push and kill, like Luna Child. And I would be able to do so, thank goodness, because her being able to buffer the Fairy's defenses absolutely cannot stand, as much as I love to kill Star Sapphire. If she was doing her spell card, then I'd prioritize Star more than anything, but otherwise Luna Child goes next. And then otherwise this card plays out, this turn plays out, and we focus Star. The Sunny Milk can wait for last. But yeah, lots of Japanese anecdotes to really go on about when it comes to it. I got to visit 6 different cities, just about or so. Shinjuku, Shibuya, Akihabara, Asakusa, Nakano, and... I'm blanking on the last one. Ah, shoot. Well, either way, I visited a lot of locations, took lots of pictures around, got to go to 2 different shrines, got to go to 2 different Poke Centers, got to go around to a myriad of different places. I basically got to check off everything I wanted on my food checklist when it comes to. I had revolving sushi. I got to go to an isekai lane. Ooh, Crotange's Wing. I went over this with D3 and how it now gives graze in first turn of combat, which is really good. Maiden's Waltz is nice. Servant Lightning Strike is really good though, just due to the fact of it being a huge block card and only have so much offense from the permanent borders. Food checklist is the one that matters. Yeah, and I could actually share out the food pictures a lot more, but Izakaya Lane, I got to have Revolving Sushi, I got to have Yakiniku, I got to have Katsudon. Real authentic ramen as much as you can get to that point. I want to keep pushing for elites to some Red Reimu, so let's keep going downwards. Random exhibit, that is Parasol. So first or second turn. I am not losing the Mooncake. Honestly, give me the Jealous. I kind of like what I've got going right now. Oh, wait a second. I have Crotange's Wing, so I could actually go for the shop. Oops, I'm kind of an idiot. Oh, either way, I got the event one way or another. Alright, so I'm raising this turn anyway. But I can't kill either of these stupid spirits. Unfortunately, so I gotta just block the rest then. Yeah, I got to have Katsudon. I got to have... I think the highlights were... Revolving Sushi was really nice. I will admit, there's nothing getting past that or so. But, holy crap. When I say that, get it inside pure, authentic Japanese ramen from, I went to Kamakura Ramen and Nakano Broadway, and oh my goodness gracious, dude. Like, real, authentic, good Japanese ramen. Wow, I got everything but the girl, and now I'm gonna take 12 damage to the face because of that. That is actually annoying. That is actually so damn annoying. That's so much damage I've taken, dude. Alright, I could go for Yin Yang Orbs as my run then, because the permanent borders will help buffer me on that side. Alright. The 3? I don't know. I think Purify the Land is the biggest thing I need to get. Just quite frankly, I need to be able to get the 2 curses out of my hand. I'm going against Odin, and I've drawn no other attack cards. I drew all my defense early. That is actually really bad. Now, I'm going to get the temporary firepower from Parasol, which is exactly what I'm looking for here. And I'm just going to have to push, quite frankly. So let's do this here. I want to play the Yin Yang Orb. That'll get me even more temporary spirit and firepower. And then it's just send them the Fantasy Seal. There's literally nothing else for me to do here. Because if I got any more attached, it would have been great. But otherwise, I need the barrier from the Yin Yang Orb. And then I'm just going to kill Orin straight up next turn. Whoa there, Miss Ghost 838. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, like Kamakura Ramen and Nakano Broadway was absolutely divine. That is the I say chunkiest. That's the wrong way to put it, rather. But that is one of probably the best tasting broths I have ever had in my life. At all. Like, nothing will ever compare to that broth. Ever. Ever, ever, ever at all. I will say. I do have Purify the Land, but I already have Jealousy in here. I think I'll just take the small money stipend for the moment. And then just keep chilling. As much as I, as much as I could try to hope for the fact that I hope for the fact that I could get Mystia and get my health back. Fact is, I'm at 40 health, maybe 49 because of Bloodthirsty Yang Orb. So if I can get a few kills here without taking any more damage, that would be great. And if I get a situation like this or so, to where I can, yeah, get the Creeping Hunter out especially, I'm glad we're gonna take the damage here, just for a moment, if that means I can get the more firepower and spirit, because then that will also play into permanent border scaling up too. Because this is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Servant Lightning Strike is dummy stupid here, because the bats will absolutely just kill themselves upon me. They will fall upon their own sword. Lovely. Lovely work. But, like, that is such good broth. I'm never gonna have anything as good ever again. Reverse Boundary does play into it. Into me, because I'm basically building for yin-yang / permanent borders. So that can be a good build card for the future. But I absolutely need to guaranteed get the Creeping Hunter out and then see what else I can get out of this. A Trade Temple Fair? Oh, both of these are so important for me. I have... What's his face, though? If I didn't remove the Creeping Hunter, or if I took Touhou's deal without giving back the money, I could have had both. But quite frankly, that's not the important thing here. For now, though, because it's Ayaya, I can actually take it a little bit easy, just try to get my buffs going or until my permanent borders come around. I'd say this is really, really good. What just adds out? One night, there's nothing about that. But I can get Fleeting Fantasy for the future. That stats up my stat card, my next stat card, and they'll be, you know, base for the future. So I don't mind decluttering the deck as long as I can start to get my better stuff for the future, hopefully soon enough. Now this is super annoying. Might as well push, because the permanent boards are in the hand. It's not really much is going to change here, so now it's just all about my defenses. Yin Yang Rune going up is actually really, really nice. And Sunflower also is absolutely getting its value out of its hands right now. We're getting Aya too, helps serve my barrier, which is great. Excuse me. And I am absolutely just chilling at the moment here. Get your team through a third. There you go. But I hope you're doing well, all. Yeah, like, I'm glad I'm getting a lot of good reception on this here, because being out of the game, out of the streaming game for quite a while, it really takes a toll on my mental of like, oh, geez, I really don't know what I'm going to be able to do to get myself back into it. And to be fair, my energy absolutely was suffering on that end too. But now that I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say necessarily weaning myself back in, but like found my energy after, you know, more than a week of jet lag and all, I'm feeling very comfortable. Wooden Fish is really good, I will say. Tiny Hitbox is nice, but I don't know, like, permanent border stats off of buffs, right? Whenever I lose a buff, it creates permanent border, so honestly I will take Tiny Hitbox. Bunny Shoichi? Yeah. I saw the posting, Mel. Alright. Idea-wise. It becomes 5 barrier every turn, just about. That's 3 temporary. The permanent borders are absolutely what's going to be carrying me through here. So I think I would like to get those started going, because that's what's keeping my damage profile up. Alright, Marissa, let's do this thing. Servant Lightning Strike is always going to be super nice when it comes to it, quite frankly. I'm never going to argue against that. The fact is, that's another buff for me to have permanent borders scale off of when it comes to that end. Since I'm going to lose the buffs, that just keeps scaling up, which I'm very happy about. Otherwise, get those out of my hands already. I think I would do this on this side here. Yes, the firepower is what keeps going up Marissa, but the grace is totally fine, and the permanent borders are my passive damage, so I can just keep playing defensively when it comes to it then, which is no problem at all. Yes, this is a really bad matchup for me going against Marissa for all the firepower that I am technically getting, but it's totally fine, because Wooden Fish healed me up, and then we're just kind of chilling otherwise then. But getting back to it, like, I had lots of fun in Japan. I spent all my money that I had there, which is kind of bricking my permanent future finances, considering how much stuff I do have around coming around the corner. 13, I can push for 12 rather. This is 8, and that's adding the permanent borders though, so I think I'd rather take that. Because big things after Japan is the fact that 42 damage to Master Spark. Can I take that? Technically I could. 17 times 3 is 30, 52. I'm not going to be able to kill. Airbot Street Fighter with the Lana Trail would drop. Kind of do, but just on a casual watching side. So let me stop interrupting myself here real quick. Quite frankly, so I keep interrupting what topic I'm trying to get to, which is just my Japan stuff, quite frankly, overall. But I got a lot of cool merchandise too on the big things as well. Lots of new clothes, lots of new merchandise. But then I can't share many of the pictures just because I have my family in a lot of them, unfortunately. So it is kind of making things harder. Yeah, upgrade things in the hand. I think I want to be able to have that be better. For each 3 cards drawn outside the draw step, deal 20 attack damage to each enemy. Draw 3 cards. Interesting, but I'm not really drawing much. Fantasy Seal Blink is absolutely always good, because an extra turn plus with my permanent boards is really stupidly nice as always. And then, is there anything I want to get rid of out of things here? I don't necessarily think so. I'm pretty happy with everything that I've really got. So I think I'll hold. I think maybe double event me. I have the elite to go to, and Renault stays trade. Double event me. I always like events. But I like, yeah. There's so much I wish I could share out more, but I am just straight up unable to, just due to the fact that with me being, with my family being in many of the pictures, I don't want to expose them to the internet, and that is just a principle that I am going to stand on when it comes to it overall. Nothing's going to change my mind on that. But I will be able to share out. I don't necessarily have like funny haha travel anecdotes when it comes to it, I guess, on the greater spectrum or so. I do have a lot of, you know, good memories, good times overall, but it's not like I have anything that like stands out as like big telling stories besides the fact that my airport situations just continue pushing along and made things really hard for me to get my energy back. But also, like, I also want to talk about my upcoming streaming plans and everything like that on the future too. Hello, Patch. Gladly convert a yellow since I'm gonna be red centric anyway. Urasa? Actually, yes, because I want my other permanent border to be better. And then probably reverse boundary too, that way I actually have defense. Yomu. Yomu Gaming. Alright. Gonna take 1 damage this turn. Totally fine. But she absolutely can and will weather me down, which I'm not going to enjoy. Weakening is really good though, and Servant Lightning Strike. Not Servant Lightning Strike, Static Electricity. Yeah, no, Servant Lightning Strike, but Static Electricity from Servant Lightning Strike is really good. Of course. And do tiny hitbots. Fact is, all of these buffs are going to be great. This permanent border dealing 16 over is just absolutely buffering me through here. Get rid of those for the future, so my hand's not going to be as brick. Union Orb gets to stay in my hand, and then we're just going to chill otherwise. $45 damage coming on by. Not appreciated. The weakness is absolutely appreciated, though. I could have done that in another order, though, but it's totally fine. I got 22. That's 28 damage. 28 plus 40, 43. Not enough to push the agenda, unfortunately. But it's totally fine. I take this on the chin. I have the max health for it anyway. And now Yomu is dead in the water. Guaranteed on this end here. Coming next turn, just certain lightning strike keeps me alive, and then the reflection will actually kill gloriously enough. Chopper. Another permanent border, you know, give me another one. Fancy Seal Blink getting upgraded is really nice though. I like both of these quite frankly. So I think I'll hold on to this Renoste. But hey, yeah, Happy, here's Renoste. The one human guy. There you go. Congratulations, it's him. Okay, I think it is up to be shop time. Mike? Give me a random rare. Another Fantasy Seal? Okay, that's hilarious. That is actually absolutely hilarious. Geisha? Absolutely not. Another yin yang room is really funny, but I don't think it's necessary. Twin Duplex Barrier is nice, I'm not going to deny. Oh. I got an email real quick, all good. Don't remove the scare, and I honestly think that's just someone I'm gonna stand on for business. Notori fight. Oh boy. It's fine. This is a setup turn, smile. And the fact that I drew a permanent border in the hand early is really good. That's a Terminator. Oh, damn it. Fight. I hate this fight. I hate this fight. I hate this fight. Okay. Picking things out real quick here. As much firepower as I can and absolutely destroy this stupid drone. Just ASAP. I don't want to take damage from Notori as much as I can help it here. And that drone is absolutely killer when it comes to it. SCC will get the push. All my buffs and permanent border are totally fine. And guess what? I do it again. Screw you, Notori fight. I'm not dealing with that crap. Bicycle is really good. You know what? It's not that I'm drawing cards anyway. Let's add another permanent border to the pile. Dream Diary could be good, but Apple is just 12 life, and honestly, I'll take that for the moment. What events are left for me positively? I'm gonna bet on like Nazarin, I guess, when it comes to it. I don't have any firepower necessarily, but so I'll take Crimson Energy or Royce just for the meantime. Now, no permanent borders drawn, and I am going against a Drowning Girl, which is really gosh darn annoying on its own. Frankly, I have no good way to deal with this. I think I do push right now with Fancy Seal, just while I have the temporary firepower, because with me not being able to kill her otherwise, this is already another bad damage turn. I mean, I took 2, but the fact is I have no other defense lingering afterwards now, which is really, really bad. And you're kind of seeing the problem right now. I drew all my permanent borders, and I'm just kind of like, what am I supposed to do, dude? I can't play any of them out, unless all 3 of them hit the Drowning Girl. This is gonna hurt a lot. A lot. But it's fine. It's actually fine. Destroy the Drowning Girl! A lot of permanent borders, yeah! I am just kind of memeing it up, I'm gonna be real here, Chief, but... I'm having fun. But, yeah, back to it. My funds are gonna be in a good amount of, I wouldn't say debt necessarily, but I am trying to make a lot of my money back because I have a lot of upcoming plans when it comes to it, both for like Momocon, for instance, in the future, because that's coming up at the end of May. Wandering Heaven is real nice, technically. But I already have my, what's his face here? Remy. Not happening, Remy. I already have my Mooncake to buffer me out. Need to be healthy against the Yomu, and that Yuko fight is one big thing. I already have Grace for the turn. I don't need to play Fantasy Seal immediately here. I want to get the ability out, and then Parasol will get to buffer me out afterwards. I also have to change on the stuff that's activated, or the stuff that's going to be over in the fight will glow. I really, really enjoy that change. Alright. Gotta start getting rid of Minreki Mask. ASAP. Build my barrier up as possible. So the main thing that I'm, of course, very weak to on this deck here is my card draw. I have absolutely dog for any card draw at all. And that's gonna really affect me. But the good thing is, like, when I did my permanent borders, they're basically considered out of my deck. And then now I just kind of get to have fun. Choose my defensive cards. I will absolutely take a Duplex Barrier for free. It's actually free real estate. And then every turn, you'll find firepower going and going. That's all I'll care about. I'd like to get rid of a small boundary. Fantasy Seal. Just keep pushing damage as much as I can here. Weaken. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I get to block all of that and or graze all of that too. You see, now the borders are absolutely sending it for me. Another Fantasy Seal blink! That's actually so cheesy to just Fantasy Seal and then just have all the borders go off. It's actually really stupidly funny. Okay. Devour History might honestly keep helping the plans here, because I keep getting rid of Jealous, but getting a Devour History naturally is actually really darn good. I don't necessarily want to make it free, I'll just upgrade my other borders still. Because it's gonna go out of my hand eventually enough when I get a turn to play it out. I absolutely have to play Blink here, because that's a dead draw of a turn. This is another dead draw of a turn that's really, really gosh darn bad, actually. I only drew my base hits when I came to it, so that's actually unfortunate. Where is the rest of my stuff, please? Hello? Like, this is actually ridiculous here, Chief. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, I'm getting to graze these here, but now I'm just on the timer against Yuko as always. At least I have my permanent borders now. I have 3 of them, so now I can actually start doing damage turn with the ads gone. Nothing's happening this turn, so I think it's best that they play the Fantasy Seal, because I need to get to my last permanent border, and it stops Yuko from summoning, which is the big thing too. Right now, I just need to push, because look at that, that's another base 100 damage done before these butterflies come back and the borders can start whiffing on them potentially, which is huge. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm still weakened right now, so I don't want to play my spell card yet. The Grease is annoying, but nothing that Yin Yang or Beatman can't get away with. What do you got, Permanent Border? Send a card from exile to the hand. I can just turn a Fantasy Seal. And honestly, I think I'm gonna do that, hilariously. Yoink! More free turns? Ooh, scrumptious, delicious. What the permanent borders keep ticking away. Devour History becoming free at this point too is absolutely ridiculously good. Get the Jealous out. It's out of the library, so wouldn't have even been able to get it on crossing the border, sadly. It would have been hilarious though if I could. Otherwise, we're just gonna chill. Yeah, the borders kill her in 2 turns time if I don't do it naturally, so actually perfect. But I know, getting back to the very beginning topic that I've been trying to get to the entire time of my future streaming plans and everything like that or so, I will have, I wouldn't necessarily say a hiatus when it comes to it, but I'm gonna have a good disruption for another week or so, due to the fact that I am looking at moving stuff to my apartment and everything or so. And because of that, everything is really pushing along for my future plans. Breaking boundaries is always really funny. I do not, Kate, and then there will be none, because I will destroy everything. Birth of Yin Yang is absolutely the most solid choice. Is there anything I want to remove at the end of the day, though? Your Buster is good for its utility. And honestly, I think I will keep that utility. Yeah, I think the preparation is fine for me here on this end. I have 200 power, so I'd like to bum rush towards an elite, is my thought process here. So, take the most open path with the events. Oh, I love Sit Girl. At least it can graze her first attack, I'll have to see how things go afterwards. If it costs 0, I mean, tranquility, not to be free is big, and then I actually get a buffer too, which is totally fine for the future. But yeah, next week, starting on Monday, so I'm gonna be moving into my new apartment, and to that end, that means I am going to have to absolutely be preparing so much. Actually, I could have played Birth of Yin Yang before that, so misplay. But I have so much to prepare for when it comes to the future, for all of my furniture, my bedding, moving my desk and my computer setup and all, setting up my internet and all. So I'm not gonna be able to do as much, unfortunately, when it comes to on my side of being able to play games or stream as much. And my buffer for my upload schedule lasts until May 6th, so that's 2 weeks from now. But I'd still want to be able to both build more and prepare more when it comes to it for being able to provide content for y'all. Because especially with all the love that I'm really getting tonight and on my Discord side of things, there is a lot that I need to be setting up for my own sake when it comes to it. I need to preface this for my own sake, because I want to be the best content creator that I can be for y'all. And if I'm not equipping myself to do so, then what kind of content creator am I? Oh, one that has 2 jobs, full-time, part-time, everything like that or so, and is very busy with life. So, I wouldn't necessarily call that a failure on my part, but you get the idea here. I've got a lot of things on my plate. Yeah, this is a really I wouldn't say cheesy build necessarily, but it is a viable build, but it straight up is the enemy doesn't get to play the game button. Just permanent borders, stacking up over time, and then I just get to say, hey, you don't get to do anything else. Sacred Orbs could be nice. Do I really need it, though? I think I'll take it, because I already have the Yin Yang identity. Dormy? No, thank you. I don't want the portal yet. The mask doesn't help me too much, though. Sumer Echo's trade, but I have 200 power, so I'd rather push for an elite. Gotta go. Oh, I get to play Birth of Yin Yang at the very least here. And I actually get to push a decent amount of damage back. Inster. If I can get like Blink Dagger for like my opening hand, I think that could be like the thing that pushes me over the line absolutely. Yeah, I can play this out because Fantasy Seal this is the upgraded one, so it's 4 mana instead of 5. Fantasy Seal again, so I can try to find my other permanent borders. Here's my other permanent borders. Lovely. Hello there. I really don't care how this goes. Just try to think with those borders are just gonna kill you anyway then. I'm gonna get 200 power, so I don't really need to do too much else. Another Spirit of Elegance. That's cute. Ah, sure. Yes! Kill! Thank you. Five barrier, deal 2 times. You can fortify favor. Honestly, I really like this card. Because Divine Favor, if I'm gonna keep losing, that's gonna keep buffing my borders. And I'd absolutely take that deal any day. Peace. I can deal with peace pretty fine, all things considered. That though I get first turn that we set up is fine, and then I get all the mana to really play with, unless I draw all like my barriers right now. Which I don't hilariously, but it could have been worse. What the heck? What the heck happened there? Alright. But otherwise, yeah. Play everything out. I should have played actually my Fantasy Seal already. Because that's me losing my firepower. I don't have anything at the moment here, unfortunately, yet. This is super annoying. That's totally fine. Get rid of these here, please. I'd like to get rid of a black butterfly. Oh, I'm gonna have a turn. I'm gonna have another turn to start drawing things, and then maybe get rid of it. Get rid of the lunacy, please. Otherwise, guaranteed block me up for the rest of everything here. I want to retain my barrier if I can. I wish I had the power that got me barrier for every buff that I lose. Reverse boundary, there we go. Otherwise, we're gonna be fine here. Great Duplex absolutely pushes the line for me. And then we just get to chill. Let the permanent borders start doing their things. Birth of Yin Yang absolutely starts letting me push. Okay, now, problems here. I'm getting firepower every time, but I have dealt no damage to peace, and that it's more black fairies. I'm gonna start drawing bad stuff. More bad stuff, rather. I overdrew, because I'm an idiot, but we're fine. At this, I'm gonna get so much firepower and everything like that at some point in this Yin Yang Orbs. I played it out of order, actually. Should have done that in another order. But it's totally fine. That is, look at all the defense and everything that I have too, and the permanent borders are actually hitting really hard too now. Reverse boundary has gotten me all of the barrier in the world now too, hilariously. I can end my turn anytime I want as well. Yeah, I'm just kind of autopiloting this. Alright, that means I can yap back to talking, but I have exactly this weekend to really just go all out, play my video games and all, which is why I'm happily doing my Red Dragon Inn nights on tabletop coming up this weekend with all my friends. Tomorrow and Saturday with like people like Sunny and Zoe, people who I wouldn't get to see on any other day too, which I am very, very happy about. Because with everything moving along for the apartment, I'm gonna spend a lot of time just getting myself in a stable position, stable environment, more than anything. Not as much time on gaming, but I will find my shoulders and everything now and then or so. It's just that also, like, you have to remember too, there's a lot that's gonna be on my mind coming up or so, and that's gonna affect my ability to think. The Immortal Flame is really stupid. More firepower potentially is really stupid. And yes, I have so many powers. So if I'm going against an Eye, which I didn't check, no Junko, that's actually totally fine. That could absolutely scale me to the moon and back. How many Crow wings do I have left? 2. Nazarin, lovely. No! Tate, give me a question. Get me the money, quite frankly, Tate. I want to go to the Kane's shop. I'd love to draw more cards, please. Instant Dimensional Rift is also really stupid, too. But, yeah, I have the money for it. I have the money for it if I don't remove anything else. Yeah, give it to me, because it's in Yang Orb's build. You could go dummy with it. Yes, I've bulked myself with two more misfortunes, but this is absolutely worth it in my opinion here. Because I want to grind out a fight, and the fact is, everything will continue to get better and get better and better over time anyway then too. Alright, that's the all night out too. I'm getting to Drays anyway, so it's not a problem. Alright, just send towards 80, because he's the bigger threat, of course. And do these two things. Now with all those buffs that I'm technically losing to, these get to really start going as well. Lovely, this is great, all things considered. Give me some barrier on this end, technically when it comes to it. That's the only block that I'm getting, but Mirror Reimu will take even more damage actually, technically, from Seven Lightning Strike, obviously. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to chill on this note here, unfortunately. So 9 damage, and when it comes to it, not the worst thing ever, but it's fine. So this is absolutely hilarious with how everything's panning out right here. I need to test something. So I do like 1 here. 2. Hold on. 3. This is actually really funny. 4. So Divine Spirit, is that only for the turn? Because if so, then it's not as good as I thought, but it's just not it's not the build for it. Actually, yeah, it's just a buff, so probably so. Where's off another card is pointed when Spark card is activated. That also might be it too. Excuse me. Gimme. Gimme. Okay, such a Psychedelic basically making it so my Blood Disunion Orb evens out on me is very sad, I will say. Blastoise, absolutely useless at the end here. I wouldn't say absolutely useless, but it's not as good as I'd like it to be. Moria Purification Rod or Ladle? I will absolutely take Ladle, because I have more mana than I can count with, and I'd rather be able to use it. Otherwise, I want to rest at the gap, I think. Hina, take away, please. Take that misfortune away. So yeah, double event me again. Vittori? Yeah, give me a little bit more life. I want to be as comfortable as I can going against Junko, potentially. Alright. Thank you, Yukari. Now it's Doremi. I might have to burn the spell card early to get through her, quite frankly. Honestly, I can't even get through to her right now. So I can't get through 50, so that's gonna be 1 Dream Wire. which is not what I want, of course, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do more than enough to get through to her at the very least here. So wake her up right now, because she can't be allowed to scale up anymore. Excuse me. But I have already a really good barrier buffer. I already have a lot of my powers out too. This is a very solid start. Yes, that is a lot of damage from Dormy, but with all the buffs that I'm losing at the turn, the barrier buffer is perfect. Is perfect. I love it. It's perfect. Let me retain that, and then Fancy Seal. That's permanent borders going off again. And since I really don't have that many blocks right now, I just want these buffs to go off for me here. Thank you for all of that love right there. Look at her mouth, look at her go, look at these buffs. 2 nightmares, but it's not a problem, so I can literally just say, hey, get out of the way. That comes to it then. Also get out of my hand. I don't even need to play the Birth of Yin Yang, quite frankly, because these will just kind of kill it on its own. So, you know, make as much use out of the little health that I can get. Excuse me, and we are chill. Super Mushroom for all the power right before the last act fight. That's actually really stupidly good. Really, really stupidly good. I think I'll take Starfall because I want more consistency with my draw at the end here. And then Dimensional Rift being my permanent solution is really good. Yes. Please do me so. Alright. Let's do this engine go. That's an amazing opening hand. I think I gotta do this though to start. As much as I love Servant Lightning Strike, I have to get my powers going because this fight is gonna be a long one. I'll get to wait things out otherwise, but for now, I have to get rid of the pure radiances at the bottom. Then I can raise 2. Do something like this. I don't have any of my permanent borders yet, though, which is the worst thing in the world. Yeah, this is gonna hurt so much right now. Junko is absolutely hitting me like a truck, and I don't have my barrier up yet, which is so bad. I have to draw stuff right now. It's so bad. And she's already actually infuriated, so I'm actually going to die straight up. I would have rather have taken Senai. I would have taken Senai in any other world. It's fine. I just, you know, I forfeit them to... Yeah, I had an opening good hand I could have played. Or a bunch of... I have to set up. So, oh good. That's just how runs go. Alright, so I didn't get to autopilot as much as I wanted to there. That was me going to at 2, at 3 anyway, so that's all chill. So I want me to take a sip of water first. Alright. we go again. Yeah, let's run another Red Dreamer then, in that case. But, big things about when it comes to the apartment plans overall. all money for a random rare exhibit, so 10 money for what is effectively a $300 exhibit. Dowsing rods! Oh, baby girl, this is a scaling build then. So, bum rush it towards all the gaps. I'm taking health. We are going to scale, baby girl. This is a scaling run. But my internet problems, because I'm independently gonna have my own internet. Of course, when it comes to it, separate from, you know, my family and all, we're not gonna be sharing the same router and all. Hopefully, I'm not gonna have the worst connection problems when it comes to everything that goes on at my house. I say at my house, but rather everything that goes on anytime I try to play any video game ever. Like, I'll say this, like, it was just me today at the house because I had the day off. Everybody else is working. Apparently, like, the breaker box had tripped, and we basically had to, like, reflip the bedroom switches for the lights, because everything else was fine. But I looked at the internet afterwards and I said, huh, this is performing pretty well. And I played a few Deadlock games, because I hadn't had any good ones recently, unfortunately. And I went, huh, I actually can play these without getting any bad lag spikes for once. So I spent a good little bit of time just actually getting to enjoy myself playing video games, because I did have to deal with crap triple-digit ping connection or so, and I both didn't feel guilty, and it just felt nice to be able to play video games for once without feeling like handicapped by the whims of the internet forever and ever and onwards. And, well, that's gonna be one good thing that I've been looking forward to absolutely for the apartment so much, is hopefully, now there's no guarantee the internet's gonna be better. For all that I know, I could absolutely just be screwed with even worse. But it's gonna be a new situation. I'm gonna have a new chance to have something good going for me. We're gonna see how it goes. Right, frankly, too, I'm not gonna be sharing with anybody else. That's all. I'm paying for it, so I better be getting something good out of it here, quite frankly. I think I'll push for the Urtai Buster hit, quite frankly, because fact is, I'm basically blocking, like, I could have blocked for 5 or weakened for what is effectively 4 right there and push for a little bit of damage, which is perfectly fine in my book. Go ahead, use a needle to destroy him, and we are good. So we'll be at full health anyway after the hit. After I get the kill here. And yeah, we'll just keep seeing how things go. Because I just want to be able to play my video games and have fun. And the fact is, this opens me up to being able to play a lot more in general, quite frankly. All things considered. Because I'll actually be able to, maybe, like, Marvel Rivals has always been on the table from my friends who are playing that around religiously. And maybe I'll be able to do that, actually. Fortnite goes on the table too for my friends who are still playing that or so. And just, in general, other more competitive games and everything like that. Really? I can douse and purify at all of the gaps now? Oh, this is fantastic. It's exactly what I wanted, guys. Of course it's what I wanted. Not really. Alright then, Misty. Give me the power. We support fine dining. Because I feel good about paying it out. Plus, I'm Remu. It's not that I have much money to begin with anyways. I will obviously push for the damage early here. Ooh, I can actually kill, rather. So let's go ahead and do so. Because the Spirit's doing 7 damage either if I kill him or in the hit patch, so I might as well just kill him. Destroy. And then now it's just you, sit girl. Good. Good kill. Talisman of Dreams is absolutely paying so many dividends right now. Honing Amulet. I do like the idea. It being accurate too could help my IAA problems, which I think will be big. Douse for me. Fots Mask. It's fine. It is IAA. I do think I just slam Pagoda, that way I can just upgrade that stuff for the future. But I will sit on doing my fantasy seal until I can actually draw more attack cards. So I can hold on to a 1-mana Persuasion Needle for the future. That's 45 damage. I got 55 right now otherwise. Then just push for the 10. Free Fly is a greedy choice here, but I need to mitigate as much damage as I can. It's not like the equation is really changing that much then, huh? I can push for 10, I guess, but I'm also going to be pushing for 10 either way afterwards. We're fine. Now this is it, actually, when Yokai Buster comes around and it's upgraded. Because now that's just a guaranteed kill. A Persuasion Needle. Yeah, perfect. Touhou. I'll take another Buster. I need firepower right now. I'm suffering on that end so badly. Tengu Shield? Man, I want to lose the dowsing rods. This is absolutely a dowsing build when it comes to it. Fine, make me jealous, Start Twanker. I want to have as many exhibits as I can. I don't think this run's gonna last too long, Chief. I'll be honest with you. But you can't deny it's really funny to be able to just douse all the way over. I mean, if I get a rare exhibit like that early on, I absolutely need to just build my run around it, because it's way too funny to do so otherwise. Alright, this is a good bit unfortunate here, because they're gonna lifesteal their health back, and I'm gonna take so much damage. I absolutely need to rest at the campfire, but dowsing is way too good, dude. Alright, push you. Very least, you're not gonna get your health back. No lifesteal otherwise. Block me. You're dead. Push for you and block. And that's just 1-on-1 for the last bat, which I'll be totally fine with. Damage push. You will die though, so the fire pump didn't from 130 in annual though. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I have to deal with Orden or the 3 fairies. I honestly need to damage push real badly. That was me. I have 3 masks! No, I have 2 masks. Then I had Hanya mask for whatever reason. Oh, it's fine though. Alright. I legitimately just gotta push for as much as I can. Pagodas is good, but I don't get to play anything else in one night, so I think I'm just gonna be straight up dead this coming turn, unless I can kill Star Sapphire. Which I'm not gonna be able to. Alright, it was a really funny run, but honestly, I did not roll well enough. I mean, getting the Purification Rod after the Dowsing Rods really did kind of screw it up. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Run me, I think we'll one more run for tonight then. Yeah, like, I want to be able to play so many more games now that I feel like, you know, I've been unlocked. And maybe I can also continue on my competitive streak again when it comes to it. Of being able to really work fat, grind out maybe competitive ladders on some games when it comes, like, overall. I know, of course, it's his face. I've been getting all of my friends into Eternal Return. I can actually hit Mithril on my own when it comes to it again. For that game right there. And it will just really then come down to how much time do I want to put into any other games. Because realistically, I hit Master so easily in Overwatch back in the day. And I absolutely do have the skill to hit Well, would I be able to hit one above all in Marvel Rivals? Not necessarily. It's not my most passionate game when it comes to it overall, but could I hit Diamond without breaking a sweat and just flex over majority of my friends? I could. Same with most other competitive games too, quite frankly here. But I'll see what I'm feeling or what my other friends are picking up too. Really, I keep drawing on my offbeat turns. No damage, huh? Or at least I know I'm drawing damage on this turn. But just like, yeah, better internet is just a whole new world opening up to me overall was the big thing here. I love Pagodas so much. Because if you get AoE with it, if you get good firepower with it, it's really good. Or it's a situation like this too, is really good. Look at all of that push. And upgraded defense, I had no other attack cards, and now I don't even have to deal with the Kadamba fight, as annoying as it can be. I'm back to full health as well. Thank you, Red Raven. Very cool. Hearted Zerpswas absolutely does help me early too. Mike, I don't want to deal with anything from you, especially random rare, when I just took a stipend from the shop. Excuse me. I think what I'll do... Give me great duplex. Just keep me to be a nice stat standard when it comes to it overall for my ability power for now. Do I push for an elite? I don't think so necessarily. They don't have power. Actually, and let me fight these enemies. If I get enough money, I can upgrade a card for 25. Otherwise, I'm just kind of chilling. Misplay. Oh, not misplay. I got rid of my double block when it comes to it. If I take 5 damage, plus don't take any more, then get back to full health again anyway. I say as I play Phoenix Wings Rise immediately afterwards. Smile. All good, all good. Like, I know I was already asking around with like my circle of friends in the cruise ship about, hey, what game should I be playing or so? A lot of things been popping up. I want to be able to play, Rivals with some friends if possible. I want to be able to play Monaco too. Haven't been able to, but I'm waiting around for my for final season to finish up, because then that'll free up Crimson, who has expressed interest in playing it. I'm not 19. I can absolutely make 25 if the rabbit doesn't run away with my money. I've got like 3 turns of buffer then on the rabbit, so I absolutely need to just push on damage for her. You can't run with my money. I'm gonna take 18 from the Dalmarum, but that's whatever. I need to destroy this stupid rabbit as quickly as possible. Because if I get weakened, then I won't be able to push on damage too much on her then, which is the problem. No, I will be able to. Okay, we're fine. Totally fine, Chief. All good. Zero cost 0. So, it's actually free. And that's another 18 damage, just about. Even though I was blocking some, it still hurts, so it's crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rest, if I could. Blocking the barrier, gain life, that honestly might be good, quite frankly. Purify the Land, I love so much too. But Slice of Life is absolutely needed. I gotta heal. So if I go against our 3 fairies, I think I'm dead. Well, speak of the devil, it's 3 fairies. I did not get Pagoda's Dwyer this time when it comes to overall. Which is sad, because I would have loved to hit them immediately, because Luna gets to buffer all of them now with the Barrier and Graze. And I can't get through that easily at all. I just gotta take the L on this turn and just chill. Thank goodness I rested, because otherwise the calculus here would be way worse. Way, way, way worse. I still want to play Pagodas out. But frankly, just because I need to push, I have to push for damage. I need to kill Star Sapphire. I can take the hit from Sunny, but if Star hits me with the lock-on, I am actually going to be dead. So she has to die. And she... Actually, I'm dead either way, just refracted sunlight. Oh wait, no, the healing from Bloodthirsty and Nano Orb does keep me alive. But I have to kill. And I can't play Phoenix Wind's Rise, unfortunately. Oh! Send yourself away, Cruzy. Alright. Maybe I should just take the spell card, quite frankly, because even though the money stipend would be nice, it's not working right now. Absolutely not. Alrighty, here we go again. Whoosh! Money is nice, but give me the power. I'm sick and tired of this, so let's... Well, I can push for an elite after. The shop might be more important just because I have the money. Actually, yeah, I think this consistency will be better, because the exhibit is an exhibit. I could absolutely get something that does not work with me, but I can't already start tailoring my deck to my shop. Or I could do it the opposite way around, and just say I'll have more money after the first elite, and then I can tailor my shop. I have a shop before the next elites. I think, I could go either way. I'll decide after I beat up this fairy. I'll see a card I get, and if it's a powerful enough attack card, or like a permanent border like my first run, then I think I'll just send it. I will say my voice, as much as my energy is bad, my voice is already starting to get a little worse. I'm already hearing it in myself here. So I am definitely going to call it after this run, rain or shine. Yes, I have enough to send. Good. Good though. Alright. How did Zerp? Give me that for now. I have 2 fights before the elite. Nah. Play it safe for the moment then. Hard Zerp is good, but it's not overpoweringly good when it comes to it overall, is the big thing. Alright, see if I can't make my health back on this combat here is a big thing. But yeah, absolutely just about to full if I take no more damage during, with these Kadamas. So that's really fantastic. Because I can block up, and even if I take the 1 damage, I'm healing 3 from Bloodthirsty. Good though. Not enough to push. So no, I'm not. Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought it was. Oh, I was weak. Evil Ceiling is simple. Simple, effective, good. I will take that. Eternity. Can you transform a basic strike for me then? Keyboard solo. That's card draw. I will take that. Gladly so. Otherwise, I love Above the Realm, always. Another Hearted Zerp wouldn't be bad, quite frankly. So I can keep my deck very absolutely thin on that note then, and then just go on from there. Give me the Mooncake. I love the Mooncake, and I can actually get rid of Creeping Hunger pretty effectively if I have two Hearted Zerp Slashes, hilariously. Keyboard solo me, see what I get out of this. Yes, I want to do this. Evil Ceiling. Yes, I'm going to take some damage here, but I'm not going to have enough money to upgrade anything anyway. Well, I can upgrade a basic block, I suppose, when it comes to it then. Would be the other thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to rest before the elite. I think I want more card draw on that end. Because otherwise, I could upgrade a base hit, and quite frankly, might be good. I'm really going to be exhaling so many cards, so is that better? For Mooncake reasons, I think it actually is better. 11 health isn't going to be pushing me across the line, I don't think. Alright, 3 fairies, welcome back. Please die. And hilariously, the upgraded Danmachi protection does let me block and put it against Luna, which is really good, quite frankly. Really, really good. And do Star Falling right into Phoenix Wind's Rise. I'd rather block, because I can kill Sunny on an offbeat turn anyway then. So I'd rather just hold on to as much HP as I can. Yeah, exactly so. Sunny dies here, then it's going to be Luna's offbeat. Then I'll be chilling, I just have to deal with whatever misfortunes and status effects are in my hand. And get rid of one, hilariously. Lovely enough. Thank you, Hearted Zerpt. Yeah, this kills. We're fine. I was like, do I have a map for this? Yeah, we're fine. Dango is good. Small healing I will give. Gotta take 10 shots for the future. And then always gotta start the quest line, see how it might pan out for us. I have enough, and I'm doing it against Cherno. Cherno, I need to get through the barrier one way or another, and that could be annoying. It might just be event and rest. Hello, Kedamas. Evil Ceiling can bail me here without a doubt. Because the fact that I'm only going to take the one block Kedamas damage is really good. I'll basically break even on this fight is what this is going to be. Because even with me taking 12, I have gotten 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 health overall from you. Even before the 700 goes out, that's great. Actually, because of Dango too, that's really good too. I don't necessarily have buffs, but Permanent Border is just 5 damage push every turn, which I think I will take. Acacia, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Could upgrade a card? Or could remove the Creeping Under, which I think I'll do. Hello, 1000 Rods. Welcome back from last run. Moon Howl for the vulnerable is actually really good too, so I think I'll be fine with that as well. So if I get a situation like this would be really stupidly good. I'd do something like Full Moon. You're vulnerable, so now I get to Fantasy Seal you for all that damage. All these hits, and then you're dead, Orden. Turn 1 Elite. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think an instrument's good. Because I want to upgrade that the way it's playable. And then I have another way of passive damage. They don't have a high damage profile, which is going to be the biggest thing I'm going to be dealing with here. That's going to be the biggest problem that I'm going to constantly deal with during this run, I think. Of just, I don't have that much damage push. So I get to eventually cancel out Dire Say support here is the big thing. That is lovely. You're vulnerable. That's 75 immediately. Huge. Thank you for something, Gray. Very cool. One, two, three. Get things going out here. Then if I pull Indiscriminate, that will absolutely help me out when I draw the mana freezes. And then, yeah, the fact that Permanent Border on its own, actually, it's actually doing better. It's doing it's doing 8 versus Dire 6, which I am absolutely fine with, quite frankly. Okay, I get how Divine Favor is now. It's just 5 straight up, 5 straight up, 5 firepower then. So, on that end, okay, no, I fully get it now. I fully get it. I get it, Chief. I get it. I could have pushed more with Hearted Zerp, but I'd rather take Genshan's because that's blocked for next turn too. Yeah, you're still vulnerable, which is great. Thrown in Border is getting the hit. Same thing with Indiscriminate. And yeah, this damage push is actually really good. Yeah, look at that damage push. Yes, and then you die to an Indiscriminate in Prone and Border. That is actually so good, dude. So nice. I'm not playing abilities, so I think instead of Aja is really what I want. Evil Exterminate, always really stupid. It's always really stupid. And anything I want to get rid of for the meantime, then. Is second Hearted Zerp slash Troll? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's totally fine to have 2 of them. I can dodge elites if I need to, so I think I do rush forward for Renos Day reasons. Just to see what goes on. Otherwise, it's really good to already get that going on the Keystone. And Crotanger's Wing giving me the Graze is also just darn good as well. Evil Ceiling is ridiculously good. Hello? That is stupid. Well, the card's always really stupid. Evil Exterminate. So that is absolutely next upgrade priority without a doubt. Thank you for the debut, too. That's actually wonderful. That's 10 more power that I did not deserve yet, but Sardinian Moongate pays off there. I'll take Celestial Flight, that's just really good in general. 2 drones. I'm grazing 1. Now I know I can't weaken him, I think I'd rather just push. If I don't take any more damage, I break even this fight effectively then. Thanks to my Dodgo and Jin Yang Orb. Fairy Berry is really good too, I will admit, but there's no reason for me to take it. I think Talisman of Dreams will be good, because getting a lot of Persuasive Needles for the future is nice. I will upgrade my base hits though. Absolutely. Because then that's less stuff for Moongate to hit. Because you can't upgrade things over, which means I'll have many different ways to get around with stupid stuff. I can't speak. Hard Excerpt's loss getting to go twice as well too is really good considering how it just made thin my debt artificially. Thank goodness he didn't get a Terminator drone. This is also still really ridiculous. I still hate this Notori fight so much. Still hate this fight very, very much. But it's fine, it's fine. So you just casually push for over like 50 damage per turn. It's totally fine, and I'm not salty about it when it comes to it. I think I have to take Haniwa here. So I can do something like this. Oh, I did my damage in my head wrong. That's another 12 damage. It's totally fine. It's actually fine. I did kind of leave it up to fate to hit, but it's totally fine. I win the 50-50 smile. Because of the purification. I totally forgot about that, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, tinge rounds first, so I can get the spirit proc off of it, because I actually need the block for as much as I can. And then have evil exterminate do what I can. Do what it can. This is a rest angel afterwards too, without a doubt though. But really, screw the Notori fight so much. Why does she deal so much damage? And then you can't burst her, she effectively has double her health without total camouflage. Who designed this fight? Who designed this fight? That's alright, permanent border has been carrying me. It's such a small amount, but with it being just a basic free strike every turn, I will take it. And it's not that I'm overdrawing, it's just so lovely, always. Kinadol is good for the future. Edge of Fantasy helps with the Hooded Serps early, but it's not helping me much here. I absolutely have to rest. I am not selling either in Ostay. Here's my thought. Take an event. I have to pay for either of these here. I never made use of one thing in Soy the Spider once you see the draw pile in order. But I will absolutely take Pulp Fiction. Yeah, take the fight, because if I get lucky, I can maybe get some health back, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. If I want to, I can kill the Fox with my spell guard, but I want to try to save it if I can. If I can. I'm gonna have to see how much damage that she's realistically doing to me. Now, she is weakened, which means I get scot-free out of there. Enjoy that, and then the border answer either kills the rabbit or it just hits the fox, but either way, I was fine on my block otherwise then, and now it's just all about can I kill her this turn. Not necessarily killing her this turn, unfortunately. I didn't have enough damage to push. But I'm still coming out pretty decent on this combat, all things considered. B5 would be nice, but it's not helping me much here. Wonder in Heaven. I think I'll take Dimensional, and I'm really just going to be looking at gaining losing buffs, quite frankly. Is that, like, it's just efficient of a card is what it is. That's all I'm kind of looking for right now. Because that's immediate value right there, hilariously enough. I think absolutely I do Celestial Flight here. The need to push right now. It's a good push. And then double your Buster, double Dimensional Point Rift. Oh wait, no, Evil Exterminate wasn't upgraded. Ah, it's fine. I'm in a pretty healthy state now, all things considered. I will take Impatience. Berserker or Purification? I think I'll take Hyotoko because I can actually stack up cards over. And then I'm just switching to upgrade right now. I do not want to do this, Mite, because if I do so, I'm not gonna have any money to upgrade my Evil Exterminate. Gloomy Kappa. I'm getting grades 1, so I think I'm just gonna chill here. I've seen damage pushing. Evil Ceiling does real good work though. I also have so much mana that I legitimately can just kind of do this. Unfortunate I didn't draw any other attack cards though, and she's just gonna get to heal these stupid droids up for free, but it's fine. Absolutely, that is a Tianxuan's turn. I can have mana to play anything else otherwise, but if I can clear the Kappa, that's huge. Just that I'm taking so much residual damage from these idiots. Thank you, Evil Ceiling. You're lovely. I love you. I love you so much. Yeah, taking Evil Ceiling early on has absolutely been a run winner for me, just because of how consistent it's been. And now look at my health. I'm back underneath the 30 margin. Annoying, annoying, annoying. Okay, Evil Exterminate has to be upgraded, that is no doubt. Do I take the Elite right into Megumu? I think I do, because I'm gonna get enough power afterwards. It comes to it, so for now, I just need to be able to survive. Yeah, that'll be good. I can do homing, because that's accurate, so I get through. Osmond's good. I'm just gonna Persuasion Needle for the future. I didn't play Dimensional Point Drift. I'm an idiot. That's 11 damage I could have pushed. Okay, it's fine. That's actually fine. Apply the Vulnerable, get Evil Exterminate prepared, and absolutely try to one-rounder. I will destroy you with your own magic, Yomu. Gone. Well worth it, well worth it. Hitting your cell phone absolutely helps my early game too, though, I will say. And while it's basically being free barrier at the end of the day too, it will be really nice. Alright, Megumu. I do not want to bribe you, I'll be honest with you. But if it comes down to it, then it comes down to it then. I'll play Hearted Serp and just get rid of the One Knight, then I can actually play both of these out then. Which is really Gostar and huge. Firepower down is really good, quite frankly. And then, I actually do think I push for Fantasy Seal while you're vulnerable too. Yes, I will take. I want to push for damage with the Hearted Serp's loss because I think it's more valuable to push for the damage right now than the 5 health I would be saving otherwise. That gets your grades up for the future. At the very least, I have my passive my passive income. No. Funny Reimu interaction. Okay. This could absolutely be horrible for me. I could straight up die if it comes to it. So let's hope that we don't, question mark? That's actually really huge to get a weekend proc onto her like this. Twice over. And then Mental Point Rift gets to cast twice too. That's actually so huge. That's such a good pull. Because that allows me to, yeah, it absolutely allows me to survive. And now it just comes down to, do I need to bribe her or not? Magoo dies. Yeah, no, it's actually fine then. Thank goodness I didn't have to bribe her. Alright, Old Style Maker costume is absolutely way good. You want to play a Trey Illusion, but it is so costly. It is so I mean, I do have ways to make use out of it. I do think it is well worth it, and I wasn't going to get rid of anything necessarily either. Okay. I have some health, but not too much. But I have Rotate Your Wings to play with too, so I can easily route myself around. But they just want to rest. And Slash or upgrade after Ray's Illusion, or Maid into Wall to strike rankly. Good of that crap right there real quick. And then play these orders out. I will gladly take the 6 damage if it means I can make it so that I play the Lovesick Girl stuff. I don't want to draw the love orders by accident is the big problem though. I think I'll just show like this or so. Just get a Persuasion Needle at the very least. It's me. Wow. That's actually annoying. It's actually so darn annoying that I drew all the rest of the love orders. Well, I'm glad I didn't play things out, but that's so much damage I'm taking on the chin. I don't have any barriers, so Honeywell Front has to be it. Yeah, this is fine. This is 1000% fine. I'm not exiling anything out necessarily. Well, I don't know, that's Persuasion Needle unfortunately, so... Well, is it necessarily dead? Not necessarily. Because if that goes away, then yeah, that's coming its own Persuasion Needle. So actually, we're totally fine. We are more than fine, actually, when it comes to it then. Push. Push. I have to block. And do something like this. This will make its own Persuasion Needle. I'm not gonna be able to kill her, am I? I won't because I don't have Evil Exterminate. No, I could have played I could have played Permanent Border for it. I auto-founded the end. I could have played Permanent Border because that exiles it. And dude, I'm so mad at myself. Screw it. I skipped past the event. I am so tilted. Get me another event. Please get me another. Oh wait, it said. I also just realized too that it's his face. That's my last. I'm so tilted after that last one right there, and I've just kind of fully sent it and just said, all right, whatever, Chief, whatever. Oh, this is my own fault. Absolutely, this is my own fault now. All right, and Dormy's gonna get sweep too. This is really bad. if it hasn't been, if it isn't apparent yet right now, this is really bad. Alright, Fist of the Turret to wake her up. And then just push for what we can now. It's so bad too, because I didn't even get any power from me going to defeat her, so to that end. I'm absolutely so screwed right now, dude. Like, there is no lie about it. I am so screwed. Play the permanent border out so I can increase the persuasion needle, because that pushes for more damage immediately now with the vulnerable prod, and I have to kill Doremi, or I'm just dead. Yeah, that is way more than I was ever budgeting for. Oops! I tilted myself beyond belief. Well, if that isn't a way to brick a run, it's not that there's much of an identity there, so actually it's really fine. Alright. I'm gonna call it on that note, because like I said, I'm out of water just about in my judge, and as long as I keep going, I'm feeling my throat start to go, so I'd rather take it easy for now. So at least for now, everybody, thank you all for joining along for now. It is really nice to come back to streaming after a good while now. Wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch, Vtuber, or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, Cruz Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now. I will see if I'm back tomorrow. I don't know if everybody will be fine with me streaming out the Red Dragon in-games, but if they are, then you will expect me around the 9 o'clock mark or so then. But at least for everything else going on tonight, once again, thank you all for coming along, and it's good to be back to streaming. Still recovering, still getting everything back for now, but at least for how things are going, I'm pretty happy with how things happened tonight, all things considered. So, thank you all for coming on by, all new and old viewers coming back around.